The product you see on the field for a drum corps has lots of layers that happen prior to seeing the end result.
We usually get together for a meeting in October, just sit at a table and just start brainstorming. Many times Scott Coder, the program coordinator, will just bring stacks of CDs and we'll listen to music, not so much that we think that we want to play, but different flavors of music that we would want to see incorporated in the show somehow, whether we're going to use original music or use those actual pieces.
After we've chosen a program and picked the music, you shape, you edit, you pare down that music and kind of start really big and broad and then keep cleaning and detailing until that final little scrape or little
then it's my job to take those ideas back in front of the computer and my keyboard and start to bring those ideas to life for the brass.
Then we all get that usually as a computer file. Then I sit down behind my computer and I will start with the sections of the music that I feel the strongest about. This morning I received another file from Richard. This is an example of how we use technology. Yesterday he added this measure, 53A, but then today we added a 53B to make this culminating effect longer. So my responsibility today was to get this 53B written right away, and then I emailed this measure. Basically, these two bars by themselves, I just emailed out to the guys in rehearsal, so it's already taught, and that was an hour ago.
When I sit down to write drill, I actually have a page, a production sheet, so I can see where I am, what's coming up. I know where the instruments have to be. I know what the color guard is doing at this point. I know who's playing in the battery. So I'll listen to music, try and figure out how I can visually interpret the music as well as the concept. The priority 95% of the time is always placing the musicians in an area that they can succeed playing. I mean, that's your primary responsibility as a drill writer. The tricky part, and oftentimes the fun part, is figuring out how to do that in an effective way that people will respond to and enjoy. You know, before doing it by hand, you had to just train your mind to know how things move from one set to the other. With the computer programs, the animation is there for you, so you can actually look at it. When the members are learning the drill, they use a system of coordinates, meaning they're given information side to side and front to back of where they're supposed to be located at any particular time. So they'll be given a coordinate A and their next coordinate B, and they know how many counts it takes to get from one to the other.
Once Michael Gaines starts to drive a visual idea, we may have to add or take out counts from the music that we've been playing for 3 or 4 months. If he needs 16 more counts to develop a visual idea, then it's our job to create the music to go with the movie.
Every day, Brett, can we add some more counts here? Michael needs more counts. He's had all the music for 3 months, but he needs more counts now.
When I decide on choreography, I take the music first, and say you have a low note that's here and then a high note that's here, and it goes ba-da-da, comes up, then you want to make the flag do that same type of motion. Just like a long note, it holds out for a certain amount of time. You want to make sure you see the color for that certain amount of time. So the audience can feel like they understand the music better, or maybe it becomes words to the music for them, or they actually get to see the music.
Once we get to the 16th of June, which is the first show, from then on, that last step is a very long process, because at that point we have to be out with the kids, we have to understand the pacing of the show, what their physical capabilities are, and what we have to do as designers to maximize the effects in the show.
There is never a time that everything we're doing isn't scrutinized and isn't looked at in a way that, that we can make it better.
The most important thing for us designing a show is that the people who pay the money for the tickets are having a great time. It's all about the audience and that reaction that you guys give our kids after hours and hours of work. That's our job in the summer, is to max out that performance for you and for the member.